going to be
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr with Doris Burke on our sideline. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First for the Warriors, Steph Curry's out there with Klay Thompson. And in the middle, the long-bodied JaVale McGee. Absolutely elastic. And it's Durant, and it's Green in at the power forward. And then for the Atlanta Hawks, Schroeder is out there with Hardaway. And at center, the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. Then there's Kent Bazemore, and it's Millsap in at the power forward position.
Hawks were pretty solid against the Western Conference, splitting the 30 games they played, 15 and 15. And if you do that against the West, when you're an Eastern Conference team, usually you're going to make the playoffs, and the Hawks did as a 6th seed.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Here's Schroeder. Hardaway picks to Millsap. Back to Hardaway. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The three. Can't get it to go. On defense, Atlanta. With it, and it's Howard picking him up. Green kicks to McGee.
Brunson.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
And here is Hardaway. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Earlier, I was able to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We've got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass.
JaVale McGee!
Both jobs are hard.
Thank you, Doris. Atlanta with the ball. And for the Hawks against the West, as Clark, you were talking about earlier, 15 and 15. It might sound ho-hum, but Steve was actually the 4th best record against the West of all teams in the East.
Well, look, the West, we know, the more dominant conference. I think 15 and 15 is a pretty solid record for Atlanta. So they had a good showing last year against the West.
Now Thompson, after the missed three from Hardaway. Thompson passes to McGee.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was
Look at the air. Look at the hang time. Look at the flying motion.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here.
Oh, man, he's on the highlight reel every night. And if you're guarding the rim defensively and he's coming at you, look out.
And something else everybody loves about him is his ability to do the sensational and spectacular. His dunks simply defy description at times.
And the Hawks with possession here. It's a three-point game. And so just over a minute and a half played. And he lobs it up.
Tragic
Brunson.
Looked like some miscommunication there offensively. Those guys were not on the same page.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. Number 95. He's covered by Thompson. Passes it to Schroeder. 4 seconds left. No good.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Warriors lead by 3. And we'll be back right after this. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far.
Well, you look at the turnaround last season for Golden State. A lot of it has to do with the steadying presence of Jarrett Jack and Carl Landry off the bench. Both players brought a toughness and a level of competitiveness that was maybe missing from the Warriors the year before. Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Stolen. Offensive rebound. Here's Muscala. Off with the layup. The Warriors leading. And here's McGee. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And for the Warriors, such an impressive turnaround last season, but financial constraints, you know, Clark, make it tricky for them, make it tricky for anybody. Keep teams together.
Well said, but I give the ownership credit for making the commitments necessary to put themselves in a good position going forward, Kevin. After such an impressive postseason showing, I think they want to continue that momentum.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over, he continues to finish at the basket.
Another area where he excels is on one of the most fundamental plays in basketball, the pick and roll. He will lower the boom on the defender with a solid screen and then is terrific at rolling into space and getting the basket.
And so it's Golden State with it after the basket by Atlanta. Fast break for Hawks. Here's Schroeder, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was a stylish finish to cap it off, too.
Right side Curry. Back to Durant. Dishes it to McGee. Shot clock at 6. Sinks that one for the
boy, JaVale McGee.
McGee's got 8. Here's Schroeder. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
Yeah, that's the smart move there. That's how you want to end the quarter, but make sure you get a good solid possession here.
Now here's Howard. They trail by 1. It's his first trip to the line.
Not the guy you want to see taking too many free throws. Last season, his numbers among the worst in the league.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low, teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
The Hawks making a switch here. Bazemore's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. To JaVale McGee. Gets it to go.
Boy, JaVale McGee.
There's 18 seconds left now here in the second. Thompson against Hardaway. He kicks to Millsap. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Millsap's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Drop back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Curry outside. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Make sure you stay tuned for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. Then we'll be back here right after that for the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Saturday, the best day of the week. Let's make it even a little bit better with a halftime show. The Hawks are going all out to stay in it. Great ball control offensively. The turnover differential, a major advantage right now. Getting it done early, Paul Millsap. Dwight Howard has also been a big contributor. On the other hand, Golden State also been giving it their best. They're scoring effortlessly. The defense has been completely overmatched. JaVale McGee has been the X factor. We're at halftime, and still, he hasn't missed a shot. It's been a pure shooting exhibition. And that'll wrap things up for me here in the studio. Second half is just around the corner. Thanks so much for stopping by.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from McGee.
How about his first half? Just easily surpassing his average point total.
On pace for a monster game. Too bad he can't score like this every night.
Now here's Durant. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Bazemore. Gives him the lead pass. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
The Warriors trail. To the inside. It's Thompson off the drive. Great D that time from Hardaway.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Right side Hardaway. Left side Hardaway. Deflects the pass. Curry with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Schroeder, defended by Durant. Schroeder off a pick from Hardaway. Howard dishes to Hardaway. Fires the three. The Warriors pull it in. Tries again. Howard, good.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
And
My
that
boy,
one's good.
JaVale McGee.
McGee's got 12 points in the game.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Here's Schroeder, defended by Durant. Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. The pass to Schroeder. Back to Hardaway. And it's Hardaway again missing. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Durant attacking, and he uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor. Probably should hold for one shot here. Clock is on their side.
Yeah, no brainer. They can hold it for the last shot.
Outside Hardaway. Soft touch off the glass. Thompson for 3. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. Tie game in Atlanta. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Muscala. Here's Schroeder. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors shooting impressively throughout at 62%. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Green, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Green's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors. Here's Schroeder, guarded by Curry. The 9-foot shot. Second shot opportunity, and it's rejected. And now here's Durant, the fast break
Oh
out.
boy, JaVale
The
McGee.
shot's good from McGee.
Boy, poor defense at both ends. It kind of reminds me of your teams, Clark.
Well, not exactly. We did give a little better effort. I mean, neither squad really digging in at that end. At least we tried to play defense.
Now here's Curry after the miss from Muscala. Thompson passes to Green. Outside Durant. Green gets to Durant. Green with a screen for Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson dishes to McGee. No luck. Nice D from Humphries. Hawks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Dunleavy's shot is off. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
And no need to rush it.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? Power punch right there.
Oh, great.
Look at the air. Look at
That's
the hang
not as
time. Look
easy
at the
as it
flying
may look,
motion.
guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
Now here is Cephalosha and Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I'd prefer the refs to whistle at a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Here's Millsap. Goes back up. Kevin Durant with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Rejected by Hardaway. Here's Bazemore. Passes it to Schroeder. Kicks to Bazemore. From past the arc. Trains it from downtown. Now here's Curry. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, JaVale McGee.